Work on the Saturday morning, and we're so happy and excited, and we're ready to work today.
Says who?
No one. Says no one ever.
Then when we get home, I'm gonna play Sims.
I play on my Google. We're home, Tiny. Tiny, we're home. Yeah. What do you want? What was that? I don't know either. It's nothing. Hi, Tiny. Say hi. Tiny, say hi. Tiny. There you go. What would have happened if we would have looked over there and there would have been something there? What are you looking at? There's still nothing there. That wasn't cheesy at all, was it, Tiny? It was a little cheesy. You're disowning me now? You just want food. I see how it is. So this is what we're having for dinners. 25 steak tenders. Yummy. Chicken fried steak tenders. Yeah. Yummy. You dropped your apple wood, sandshrew. That looked kind of funny.
Say hi.
He woke up and we gave him an apple stick and he had it sideways in his
How's your
mouth.
buddy?
Sandshrew.
He's a good buddy. Hide. Oh, it's going in my sleeve.
Not the sleeve.
Hi, buddy. Hi.
Do we want to give him a tweet? A retweet?
We could give him a treat.
Give him a retweet.
Because he's a good buddy. What color shall we give him? Let's go green. This green is small. Sandshrew. Sandshrew.
Not for you, Tiny.
Yum yum yum.
Oh, it's gone. It disappeared. He sniffs the camera.
Oh, somebody bit at that. Something.
I probably grabbed it. Because it was right next to the cage.
Yeah.
Okay. Back into your house you go. Sleep tight, don't let the tiny bite. Okay, so we just got back from watching Warcraft. We were gonna see it on Sunday, but we decided to see it tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, so what'd you think?
It's a good movie. I like the movie.
I liked it quite a bit. We're not gonna be saying any spoilers or anything.
No,
super about
no
that.
spoilers. Because that's a mean thing to do.
Yeah. But anywho, just kind of my thoughts on it is, it's not a lot. If you don't know Warcraft, you're not gonna like the movie very well. But if you know
you
Warcraft,
won't understand it. You might like it, but you probably won't understand it.
yeah. Because it's been so long since I played the original Warcraft that like I could barely remember anything about it, and they hit certain things and it was like, I think I remember that. I didn't remember any of the names, but we think we saw some characters that are important characters for later in the series.
Pretty sure.
I think it's pretty early though for the one guy though.
They might just have him in
'Cause
just
if
to
he's
say,
the
hey, look at who's here. Look at what we might be doing next.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Who knows? It seemed very like Foundation.
Yeah, it was very much a Foundation.
It was definitely setting up for a sequel.
Yeah. It was getting some of the nitty-gritty, this is the universe kind of stuff
This is what's going on at the moment.
out of the way, so that in the next movie they can focus more on the more exciting stuff.
Hopefully.
And if they're going to keep it in chronological order, the next movie is going to be about Tides of Darkness, which is, in case those of you that haven't played it, is the orcs are going to find a different way to get to, what's it called, Azeroth?
They're in Azeroth. Well,
That's the continent though, right?
that's the world.
Oh, what's the I can't remember.
There are a lot of continents. Did you
What's
not
the
look at
continent
map?
for the Alliance though? I can't remember. I don't have good memory.
Azeroth.
Okay.
They're on Azeroth. That's, I think.
Isn't Azeroth the universe though? Like the world? I don't know.
Stormwind is the
That's-
main city.
Yeah, that's like the capital.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, they're gonna find another way over. One of the things that I noticed that was kind of weird is that there was the aliens, like the blue people from World of Warcraft. Those guys, I am pretty sure, according to the lore, they crash landed during the chronological area of World of Warcraft, which is after, like after.
I think they were just adding a character for what was going on.
Extra characters.
Yeah, or just, because technically they're not in the world where all the humans are
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah. Because their world was destroyed by bad magic.
Bad magic.
And demons.
Yeah. It's still a good movie, though.
Yeah, it's a real good movie. So, we're going to be giving it a rating, but we need to kind of do pros and cons. So what are some of the things you didn't like about the movie?
The beginning was a little bit slow.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Um,
For me, there's the female orc character
Half
that's
orc.
yeah, that we suspect is half orc, but they didn't say yes or no on it.
Well, the one guy said halfling or whatever. Not halfling, like the... Were you not paying attention?
He didn't say half.
He said something about half...
They said that she said that she was a cursed child and her mother was burned.
No, she said her name meant cursed in orc.
Yeah.
Because she's half. She's
Suspected.
half. She's half.
Probably, but...
She's half.
She's kind of like a white orc character. And if you mean by what... You don't know what I mean by a white orc is Hobbit. Like, it's a character that is not in the main story that they just put in to add a little extra. I don't think it was necessary. And one of the things that kind of bugs me about most movies is when, like, ooh, this conveniently lines up. There is a lot of that convenience-y stuff going on. That was like, yeah, I guess I can buy it.
Because it's a movie.
But that's very convenience-y stuff.
I mean, and you're gonna get that when you turn, like, a video game or a book into a movie. You're gonna get that.
If you think about it, like, for example, you're playing Halo. You know how
I've seen some of the Halo movies.
You know how lucky the Master Chief is? Because, like, when you're playing through the game, he dies a lot.
He dies a lot.
But in the actual story...
He doesn't die.
Never died.
He'd never...
Alternate reality.
As Oatman would say.
Yeah. But yeah. I guess it's that kind of a thing. Just, there's many ways he could have died, but the player played it right and got it correct.
Yeah.
From what I was hearing, that there was a lot more, like, fanfare, like, Easter eggy kind of stuff, and I didn't see as much of that. Like, people were saying that there was a lot of throwbacks to the video game. And I was expecting some of, like, the classic throwbacks, like the grunts saying, like, Zog Zog. That's one of the big things.
Oh, you're talking about Halo now.
No. I'm still talking about Warcraft.
What do you mean grunts?
That's what the... She hasn't played the RTSs.
What are you talking about? Well,
You were talking called the... You know, like, humans, their base unit that you see in there is the footman. He's the, like, basic soldier.
Okay,
Grunts are the basic soldiers for the orcs. They're called grunts.
No, now I
and
understand.
They're like, Zog Zog.
You were talking about Halo earlier, and there is one of the aliens.
I know.
That's
You're throwing it off track.
You confused me.
Yeah, she's easily confused.
No, because you were talking about Halo, and you didn't say anyway. You didn't.
I did say it anyway.
Whatever.
But anyway, we're gonna do a rating for it, because Tiny's looking at us weird. Hi, Tiny. He's slamming his tail on the ground.
It's like, I want you guys to go to bed.
So that I can play with your toes.
And look at you this close.
And then poke your nose.
That's how close he was to my face this morning. At 3 o'clock in the morning, I was awoken to...
He was licking my foot when I woke up this morning.
I was awoken to a meow, and I turned and looked over and opened my eyes, and all of a sudden it was like...
Hi, are you awake?
Are you awake? Are you gonna put food in my bowl?
Yeah. That's kind of funny, though. But anyway, we're going to be using our Freddy scale. If you don't know what the Freddy scale is, you should watch some of the older episodes, because we've rated some things there. But, Kuro, give your rating.
I think it's a good movie, despite, you know, some of the addy-ins and whatnot. It's a really good movie. So if you are a geek and you are a fan of Warcraft, then it's definitely a Golden Freddy. Like, go see it, because it's worth it. And if you're not, I give it a Foxy. Because it's still a good movie. The action is good. You know, it's got, it gets you going. It's a good movie.
And for me, I'm rating it as a Foxy across the board. Like, for new people and for veterans of the series. Because it has more potential. It really, really could have done better, even for fans like myself. Like, they could have done it better. And that's one of the things as a reviewer, even for my beloved Blizzard, that you have to remember when you're a reviewer, is that you always got to be a little bit harsh on them.
I still think it was a great movie.
If it was a StarCraft movie, I wouldn't help, but give it a 5, because I'm hoping that this does really well, so they'll make a StarCraft one.
Yep.
Like, I know a lot of people they're hoping, like, Warcraft do good, and then they'll make a movie of something else, kind of a thing.
There's a lot of people like that, because Blizzard has so many amazing stories going on that, like,
I'm not
Overwatch.
sure how they could do a Diablo movie, though. Or a TV series.
Overwatch would make a good TV series, because they're already setting it up like that.
Like a cartoon.
Diablo, I can see maybe 1 or 2 movies.
They wouldn't be able to base it purely off the video games if they were to
they
do
wouldn't.
that.
They would
It'd
have to
be
take
a side story or lore, like
they'd
back
have to
lore.
take it from lore. StarCraft would make an amazing movie. It would make amazing.
They could go off of the video game.
Yeah, because the Terrans have their own story, the Zerg have their own story, and the Protoss have their own story, and each of them intermingle. They could make a great couple of movies out of it.
Yeah,
as long as they do it right.
What they should do, which is kind of what they've kept to with the video games, because they need to keep it like the video games, is every single race has their own campaign. So they need a separate movie for each of the campaigns. Mm-hmm. You know how they kind of did their StarCraft 2 video game? Their StarCraft 2 video game trilogy. Like, they released a separate game for each race. They need to do a separate movie for each one. Do the StarCraft 1 trilogy, then the StarCraft 2 trilogy following everybody.
Wings of Liberty, Heart of the Swarm, and what was the last one?
Well, with the original StarCraft, it didn't really... Like, there was 3 campaigns, but it was one game. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, for the StarCraft 2, it was Wings of Liberty, Heart of the Swarm, and Legacy of the Void.
Legacy of the Void.
And now they're doing a side questy kind of a thing with Covert Ops.
With the Ghosty Goose.
Which are cool.
And because they're doing Overwatch, they might do StarCraft Ghost.
Yeah, that's their first FPS on consoles.
And it's doing well.
And it's doing really, really well. So that means they could be making their way towards StarCraft Ghost that they canceled in the past, but they might bring it back.
They could. They have so much more that they could do now with it. Mm-hmm. Just with their cinematics are great. So, you know, I mean, that's Blizzard for you. You know they're gonna have amazing CGI and stuff because their cinematics are great. We're fans of Blizzard, if you can't tell.
Yeah. But there you go, guys. That's gonna be it for us, and we're gonna be going to bed now.
Because it's like midnight 30.
Midnight 30. Yes. So, good night, everybody. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
See you in the morning.
See ya.
Warcraft.